Picture this, the grand ballroom of Evergreen Manor in the heart of Vermont's rolling hills. Crystal chandeliers casting a golden glow over 200 guests in their finest attire. The bride, radiant in her custom gown, stands at the head table, microphone in hand, her laughter echoing as she toasts to old friendships with a cutting edge. "To my dear old roommate," she says, her eyes locking on me across the room, who's always stayed so grounded in that dress. It's like she walked straight out of a thrift store catalog. The room titters uncomfortably, phones discreetly capturing the moment. I rise slowly, glass in hand, my smile steady as steel. "Thank you, Sophia," I reply, my voice carrying clear and calm. "And thank you for selecting this exquisite venue. I acquired it last month. I'm the new majority owner." The silence crashes like a wave, her flute trembling in her grip. That's when the whispers start, and the real unraveling begins. My name is Emily Harper, 38 now, and on paper, my life in Seattle reads like a blueprint for quiet achievement. As the CEO of Cascade Events, I craft multi-million-dollar corporate galas and celebrity retreats across the Pacific Northwest. My days start with a sunrise run along Puget Sound, stretch into 14-hour marathons of vendor negotiations and client schmoozing, and end with herbal tea and a stack of contracts in my cozy one-bedroom apartment in Capitol Hill. Nothing flashy, just a place I own outright after years of scraping by. My ride? A trusty Subaru Outback with 120,000 miles, practical for hauling event supplies. I grab groceries at Trader Joe's, whip up simple stir-fries, and my big indulgence is upgrading from drip coffee to a $20 pour-over blend. To my brother Alex, I'm the steady one, the planner who never misses a family barbecue but always leaves early for work. My mom nudges me about dating, saying I bury myself in spreadsheets to avoid the mess of real connections. Old college buddies? They've faded, chalking me up as the workhorse too busy for happy hours or trendy brunches. Then there's Sophia Reyes. Now Sophia Harrington after her rebrand for that upscale vibe, who crashed into my life as my freshman dorm mate at the University of Washington. Back then, she was just soft from a modest Tacoma suburb, with wild curls and a laugh that could light up our cramped room, venting about part-time jobs and borrowing my notes for psych class. Now, she's at Sophia Elevate on Instagram, boasting 750,000 followers who devour her posts on unlocking your elite potential and curating a life of opulence. Her grid is a glossy parade of luxury spas, private jets, and wellness retreats in places like Aspen or Maui, # elite mindset opulent living manifest magic. The shift didn't happen overnight. It crept in like fog off the sound, then swallowed everything. While I clawed my way from intern gigs to launching Cascade, Sophia bounced from flop to flop, a failed wellness blog, a botched yoga apparel line, even a disastrous essential oils MLM that left her broke. Each crash landing brought her to my door, eyes puffy, pleading for just a couch for a night. I'd always open up, friends stick together, right? The final straw was 4 years back. Evicted from her trendy Belltown loft after her mindful living subscription box tanked, she bunked in my spare room for 6 months, chipping in zero for bills or takeout, while she pivoted her brand. That's when she snagged Ethan Montgomery at a networking mixer. I'd snuck her into Ethan, scion of a tech fortune from Silicon Valley roots, transplanted to Seattle's booming scene. He fell hard for her polished facade, whisking her into his waterfront mansion in Medina. Overnight, she morphed into the icon she'd faked online. And me? I became the relic she pitied. Emily still drives that old Subaru. She'd snicker to her new circle when she thought I wasn't listening. So quaint. Like a throwback to the 90s. Authentic in that simple way. Or the gem I overheard at a shared acquaintance's bridal shower, Emily's wedded to her calendar. It's tragic. Really, all grind. No glow. She doesn't get how to embrace abundance. I ghosted her calls after that, not in rage, but a quiet severing. Like pruning a dead branch to save the tree. My focus sharpened on Cascade, landing bigger accounts. But the sting lingered. A low hum in my chest. So when her wedding invite landed 8 months ago, embossed gold foil. Naturally, I nearly recycled it. The venue? Evergreen Manor. A historic Vermont estate with lake vistas that screamed old-world prestige. Booking fee alone rivaling a down payment on a house. Tucked inside was a note, M. We've drifted. But my day's incomplete without my original ride or die. Hope you're there. XO. I should have ignored it. But days later, scouting sites for a tech execs retreat, I caught her on a trending podcast, releasing low-vibe connections. Midway through, my story twisted into her narrative. This college pal of mine was trapped in mediocrity, same gig, same wardrobe, same scarcity vibe forever. I tried elevating her, but some folks cling to average. It drained my energy, so I had to cut ties for my evolution. The host chuckled. Not everyone can vibe at queen level. Totally, Sophia beamed. I sent her a wedding invite for old time's sake. But fingers crossed she skips. Imagine my couture next to her off the rack. Cringe. I paused the episode. Poured a stiff herbal infusion, my version of unwinding, and RSVP'd yes. The game was on. The call hit 2 weeks post RSVP. 10:45 p.m. on a Thursday. As I finalized bids for a non-profit fundraiser, Sophia's voice oozed that filtered sweetness from her reels. Thrilled you're coming. Ethan stoked to meet the girl who knew me pre-glow up. I hummed neutrally, letting her ramble. Just a heads up, it's ultra luxe. Like A-list luxe. Guest lists packed with Seattle tech moguls and Ethan's global network. Want you comfy? You know? I'll manage, I said flatly. Sure. But dress code's black tie couture. You're not big on trends, which is cool, but maybe splurge? I know a stylist in Fremont who does magic. I'll text eats. The cursor blinked on my screen. Mocking me. Appreciate it. Sophomore. Oh. And one tiny ask, skip mentioning those old favors? Ethan's fam is old school. They think I've always been this version. Keeps things smooth. Right? She whispered next, some guests are vibe checkers. Just avoid anything too everyday. No judgment. But department store vibes might clash. The chill in my gut hardened. If I'm an embarrassment, no. Just want you shining. You grind so hard, deserve to thrive. Who knows? Ethan's got eligible pals, successful ones. The patronizing lilt clung like smoke. Post-call. With her inspo links pinging in. I dove into her digital trail. Podcasts. Stories mocking friends who hoard college teas. A vlog on upgrading your squad, where she dissected that one pal with budget energy, exhausting when you're manifesting wealth. Comments cheered her glow-up wisdom, speculating on the wedding invitee. I archived it all. Next on. I summoned my VP to my office. Block my calendar for 3 weeks, personal project. She blinked. I never unplugged. Boss. You good? I felt a spark ignite. Not fury, but a calculated blaze. Never better. Time to invest. But not in a gown yet. Memories flooded as I pored over her latest post, a bridal brunch with matching Rolexes from Ethan. Did her squad know the real Soph? The one who'd pounded on my door at 1 a.m. in 2019. Soaked from rain. Lease termination in fist. Begging, just till my collab drops. No collab materialized. For half a year. She lounged in my space, devouring my fridge staples. blasting her affirmation playlists while I slogged home from all-nighters coordinating product launches. You should charge premium, she'd advise. Filing nails with salon polish bought on my Wi-Fi. Visualize bigger. Too drained. I'd bite my tongue that bigger funded her freeloading. When she targeted elite wellness influencer, I hooked her into VIP mixers. Polished her pitches. Even drafted her bio because her prose screamed amateur. You're aces at this corporate grind, she'd tease. I'm the visionary type. The pivot? That tech gala I comped her ticket to, where she met Ethan. Dazzled by her rehearsed charm, prepped in my mirror. Funded by my spare card for her outfit. Never reimbursed. Poof, she vanished his mansion. A curt text, Ethan's hosting me. T-checks for the bridge. Girl. IOU soon. No IOU came, not the $4,200 tally. Not the trust shattered. The gut punch hit later, idly scrolling during a rare coffee break. I spotted her launch, Elite Event Mastery, Curate Your Dream Gatherings, $1,197 entry. I enrolled anonymously. Modules mirrored my Cascade blueprints, vendor scripts, timeline hacks, crisis protocols I'd honed over years. Crafted from my immersion in premium events, her intro vid claimed. Immersion? Like eavesdropping on my 4 a.m. calls wrangling florist meltdowns? The course raked in thousands of enrollments. Lawsuit? My attorney prepped. But she'd tweaked enough for deniability. Now shielded by Ethan's legal arsenal. I pivoted harder. Scaling Cascade to elite status. Telling myself growth trumped grudges. But grudges fester quietly. Emily Sharp. But no spark. I'd caught her confiding at a fundraiser I ran last year. She has VIP. Me as staff. Some are drones, queens rule. She meant for me to hear. Now. Dossiers in hand, every slur. Theft, I resolved. She'd crown herself queen. I'd dethrone her. First. Probe Evergreen. Whispers in my network painted it desperate. Pandemic hits. Owner's acrimonious split. Teetering on foreclosure. I dialed at 5:30 a.m. Pacific. Catching the East Coast on. This is Lydia Beaumont. Weary Edge. MS. Beaumont. Anna Kim from Summit Ventures. Word is Evergreen seeks partners. Pause. We're discreet buyers for premium assets in distress fast. Quiet. By breakfast. Her CFO emailed ledgers. By dusk. Terms flew, $3.5 million debt clearance needed. I bid $3 million for 65% via Cascade Holdings. Bookings intact. Staff secure. Settled at $3.2 million. That Montgomery wedding key revenue I noted offhand. We'll honor it impeccably. Lydia sighed relief. Bride's meticulous. Investors? A whisper network of trusted clients fronted funds. Eyeing hospitality yields, my vendetta stayed buried. Risky pivot, my lawyer cautioned. Calculated, I countered. NDAs sealed it. Lydia fronted ops till postnuptials. 3 weeks pre-wedding. I toured incognito. Grounds gleamed. Pavilion primed for vows. Ballroom for toasts and my reveal. Montgomery events our jewel, the coordinator beamed. Brides thrilled with the montage reel. Final cut-in? Casual. Tweaking last bits. Perfect, I had tweaks too. Back home. I tasked my VP, compile her hits, pods. Vids. Digs. Chrono edit. Factual. Timeline our friendship. Finally calling her out? Justice served. I sourced a gown from a discreet atelier, timeless poise, whispers wealth. He nodded, inherited elegance. Vid team? A past collab, new owners request real oversight, tech glitches nil. Access granted. Pieces aligned, estate. Proof. Attire. Entry. Vermont's autumn dawn chilled sharp. Wedding flawless as ordered. I arrived 9 a.m. Coat concealing. Valet oblivious. Bridal suite hummed, Sophia in her $50,000 silk and pearls, flanked by her glam squad. Stories rolling. Air kiss. Eyes appraising. Bridesmaids, ones from her vids mocking my drab energy, eyed my cover-up skeptically. Show us the look. Soft cooed. Predatory glint. I unveiled, emerald velvet. Seamless tailoring. No flash, just power. Murmurs, one bridesmaid. Ava, who'd typed cut the anchors, pursed lips. So, you soft-hedged. Venues divine, I shifted. Owners bent over backward. She preened, old lineage charm, Ethan's ties pulled strings. VIP crowd demands perfection. Ceremony enchanted, soft gliding. Ethan beaming. Vows laced with synergizing energies and elevated unions. I observed from rear. Pulse steady. Script memorized. Cocktails sparked. I eavesdropped on crypto chats. Soft networking like a shark. Bride's side. A Hermes-clad guest queried. Old dorm mate. Dismissive nod. Sweet, she keeps the roots. Subtext, pity invite. Dinner at 5:30, opulent tables. Me at periphery. Speeches flowed, then soft rose. Gaze piercing mine. A shout-out to Emily Harper. My vintage friend. Spotlight blinded. Consistent as ever, same hustle. Same style for ages. In our growth era. It's inspiring how some stay rooted. Chuckles edged cruel. That ensemble? So practical. Catalog chic. She owns her space. Laughter swelled. Lenses capturing. I stood. Touching. Soft. And kudos on the spot, I own it now. Majority stake last month. Welcome. All. Hush blanketed. Her glass shook. Lie. Lydia? Former owner rose. Bound. Cascade Holdings confirmed. Murmurs exploded. Ethan blanched. Your journey montage? I nodded to tech. Screens ignited. Her pod voice, that stuck pal, basic forever. Drained my vibe. Clips cascaded. Insults. Theft proofs side by side, my templates in her course. $600,000 plus revenue. Voice note to Ava, MRSVPD. Hilarious. Her thrift versus our couture? Movie makeover flop. Room froze. Her recorded cackle echoing. Stop. Ethan barked. Screens tallied. Stolen IP profits. $582,000. Fabrication. Soft wailed. While crashing rent-free. My roof. My ideas developed. Chaos. Guests filmed. Influencers streamed. Ava edged out. Not my scene. Ethan confronted. Truth. Soft. Jealousy's twisting. Jealous of fraud? Bot fans. Filtered facade. I countered. Your pathetic life? I built real. Cascade thrives on merit. My gown, custom Valentino. $52,000 earned. Applause dotted. Ethan stormed. Thought authenticity was you. Lies voided all. He exited. Entourage trailing. Soft shattered. See you. With what? Prenup fraud clause bites. Her crew fled. Brand toxic. Ethan's mom neared. Grateful. Better now than divorce. To Soph. Review that clause. Alone amid ruins. Soph's phone stormed. Sponsors bailing. Sophia unmasked viral. Followers fleeing. 750K to 720K. Plunging. You orchestrated? She broke. Sincere digs. Thefts. Calls dictating my fit, erasing our past. Wedding cord, serve courses. No wedding left, Ava snapped. Bolting. Soft collapsed. Gown pooling like defeat. I departed. Venue's yours tonight, tomorrow's booked. Crystal shattered behind. Drive to Seattle, 2 days. Motels. Silence. Tossed her generous necklace $1. 200 chains into a pond. Relief, not victory. Closure. Story Blue, Global Trends. Outlets on Faker Culture. Ethan annulled. Introspecting. Soph vanished online. Course sued. Letter months later, back home. Florist job, dirt real. Sorry. Truly for theft. Cruelty. Facing self now. Filed away, forgiveness mine to give. Or not. Cascade boomed, sold evergreen profitably. Peace settled, my life, integrity over illusions enough. Unfiltered.